Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some virtual reality news for PCVR, PlayStation VR2 and MetaQuest platforms. Let's go! And today we are starting from PCVR and Quest, and also this is something for the fans of skateboarding and maybe people who like to play VR Skater, which is pretty cool game, but skating sims are quite rare on virtual reality platforms. But here comes the brand new one for you to enjoy. This is Virtual Skate. What you see in the background is the teaser trailer for this game playing for you, and this game is coming to Quest and Steam. Just like VR Skater, this game gonna use combination of you using your hands as your feet kind of, for the controls, and some body movements in order to pull off those cool skating tricks. One of the developers is a lead developer of the Skater XL, the ultimate skateboarding game, if anyone of you played that in the past. So yeah, all in all, looking good so far. This is the latest trailer, one of them what I'm showing in the background, that just dropped on YouTube, but this game is coming this year, hopefully, looks like it, to Quest, like I said, well, to be precise, Quest 3, and also PCVR. And out now on Quest and PCVR, you can go and experience Gorn 2. A sequel to very popular Gorn, kind of like a breakout hit of VR back in the day. Super cool game, everyone loved it. This game, what does it do is takes everything you like about the Gorn, but makes it bigger and better. The PlayStation VR2 version is happening as well, but not just yet. They saying PSVR2 players will be able to enjoy Gorn 2 later on this year. Physical games collection on PlayStation 5, the last bastion of actual games on disc when you actually also own them. Listen, one of the greatest and best looking PSVR 2 games, and one of the very good VR games in general. This is the super cool game. I played both of them, the PSVR 2 version. I'm talking here about Red Matter. This game getting a limited run release and is gonna be on the disc. The pre-orders will start from April 25th to May 25th at limitedrungames.com. Red Matter, if you didn't have chance to play it, if you can own it on disc, and if you like to collecting games, then yes, get it. Highly recommend. Oddania Sports Arena coming to PlayStation VR2. The developer announced this game was in early access on Steam for about 3 years. Nobody played it, looks like it, or at least they didn't bother to leave their review. But anyway, the developer saying this game will be a full-fledged release very soon, and it will, apart from the Steam release, will also launch on PlayStation VR2 and MetaQuest platforms. This game got about 5 mini-games that are sci-fi theme sporting event. You get space golf, rhythm box, dodgeball, dancing, and some sort of tennis game where you basically smash your enemies instead of hitting the ball. Out now on Steam and Quest is a equestrian adventure in Rival Stars Horse Racing VR edition. I've been saying I need to play this game, it's out, I don't have time to play it just yet, but I think, even though on flat, which I spit on, I wouldn't play it, in virtual reality this is a kind of game, even though, the graphically and everything maybe don't look in the greatest, it's definitely a game I would check out just to, just to ride a horse in VR and check out the excitement of the horse racing. Plus you can pet your horse, feed them, and just generally look after them even when they are our little baby horses. How cool is that? The developers of Zombie Army VR revealed what they gonna give us here for people who own PlayStation VR 2. So you get in haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, headset rumble, native 90 frames per second, basically something what PSVR2 owners like, because of course of the reprojection, that PSVR2 implementation of reprojection is maybe kind of makes some people sick. It's not the greatest, it could have been better. And also you get in eye tracked foveated rendering of course, which means the game should look sharp as fuck, because that's how the games usually look like when they're using this tech. And now let's talk about some cool announcement for PlayStation VR 2. This game is already out on Quest 3 and it's pretty cool. I'm talking here about Wall Town Wonders. This is coming to PlayStation VR 2. The trailer for it plays for you in the background. Now listen. On Quest, this game uses the pass-through, so you got your real-life room, and the game works like that, so you place in stuff around your room, and it's a very good idea, and it's a very good game as well. Of course, PSVR 2 don't support this pass-through, but never mind, because the developer rendering us pretty photorealistic environment here for you to play in, and in this game there is a lot to do. You've got this settlement, kind of, you're looking after, and of course you also need to expand your settlement, make sure everyone is happy, and it's just all, you know, nice. Unless you mess up, then it's not nice, so you need to be good. This game coming from the developer of Hubris, a game that I really like. It's really cool. One of those games that I think needs even more appreciation. It's better than what you think it is, especially that the reviews that are for it, they are quite old compared to the state of the game that it is now after all the updates. Super cool game. So if you didn't play Hubris, if you ever get a chance, go and check it out. But also this offering, it's a very strong offering because you can already play it, so that's how I know. So listen, this studio definitely delivers cool games, so I'm really looking forward to play this on PSVR 2 with high resolution and, you know, all the PSVR 2 magic what it brings you to the gameplay. It's gonna look great. I'm really liking it. Cool announcement. Now, speaking about cool announcements, the developer of House of Da Vinci VR has announced that PSVR 2 port of the game will release on 1st of May. In this game, you are apprentice of Leonardo da Vinci, and Leonardo da Vinci goes disappearing somewhere, and you're like, oh no, Leonardo, where are you? So, of course, you off on adventure to go and find him, and then when you find him, the adventure is complete, but it's still cool adventure, especially in VR. The developer saying, even though it is based on a first installment of the game, everything was updated and rebuilt for VR, so of course it looks as the 2025 VR game should look like. Already out on Quest and Steam VR 2 are very good reviews, people really liking it, so finally, in a couple of weeks time, you will have time to play this one on PlayStation VR 2. Sticking to PSVR 2 and its releases, the latest game from Jeff Minter, iRobot, is out now. This is a trippy game based on some 80s arcade cabinet, which I never played or heard of, but never mind. Because those types of games I really like in VR. They so trippy, they so like kind of, you know, psychedelic. You kind of like feeling weird, but also happy playing them. He already released quite few of them in VR, so that's how I know they are pretty cool. But that one also looking very nice. And coming this May to MetaQuest is Vivarium. In this game you get to create your very own ecosystem. Of course, this game uses mixed reality pass-through, so you can see your real-life environments while making shit happen in VR. And by shit I mean some nice stuff. Like, you know, in the trailer I see some like a frog walking around and a salamander sitting there. They got a lot of props and stuff what you can put in your environment you're creating, so it looks like it's got a bit of depth to it, because also I see in the trailer you can actually sell what you've got, and all in all this is one of those games what is designed to just give you some good vibes if you want them. Just put on your Quest and have some good vibes with Vivarium. I think that's the meaning and the message of the game the developer going for, which is rightfully so. It looks like a very relaxing experience. And coming to PlayStation VR 2 with one of the most beautiful soundtracks compiling a classical music and some electro stuff as well is Presentiment of Death, released on PC 2 years ago by Zocus, same studio that's done Exo Cars. So actually, I'm gonna have to speak about Exo Cars as well. There is some news about this game, so that's in a minute, but let's talk about Presentiment of Death. This game, as you can see in the trailer, it's a bow and arrow game, but let me read you the description because it's pretty cool. Presentiment of Death is a fast-paced, story-driven adventure of intuitive and aesthetic archery with unusual passage of time inspired by one of the best games, Super Hot VR. VR action where you have to survive with the help of your dexterity and quick reaction. You have to face the robots in range combat and fight them, because only in your power to stop madness that is happening inside. In addition to basic robots, you will encounter more advanced creatures that will require better skills from you. Try to catch enemy weapons and use against them. The boss levels are challenging and the final battle promises to be epic. Not just a game, but a full immersion into the world with a special time dilation system. Remember that time is inextricably linked with archery. So get ready to act smart and think ahead. Fight your way to victory, dare to become a timeless archer. Very nice, looking great. It's ready to be wishlisted on your PlayStation's VR store. No release date yet announced. Now, I said we're gonna have to talk about Exo Cars, because yes, we do. So let me just tell you what is live for this game is the update that supports multiplayer for the PSVR2 version of the game. So if you own it, you can go and play it. Now, speaking about PSVR2 update, while I'm here, there's so many news. So speaking about the PSVR2 updates, what I'm talking about, what is that that game was come out just now? Oh yeah, Resist, that's it, that's the game. I need to really start writing down my notes. So the developer said for PlayStation Pro owners they added a 120 frames per second native, so no reprojection, which is pretty cool. And now it's time to talk a bit about Pirate Life. I spoke about this game other day saying the trophies are up, which means the release date is just around the corner, and here we are. Pirates VR Jolly Roger is here, nearly here actually, because it's releasing next month on 15th of May. You can go and wishlist now. The PSVR2 trailer plays for you in the background. The game looks beautiful. Now, I played the PCVR version, so I might do video and some playthrough here on the channel. So it is kind of not holding your hand. So it's at first, for me at least, I don't know, unless I'm fucking stupid, it was very confusing and it was like, where the fuck do I go and what do I do? But that was beauty of it, exploring the kind of lost island, and there's a lot of stuff to discover and puzzles to unfold and some enemies to fight and some dangers to survive. So all in all, it's a really cool game. I remember speaking about it a few years ago or so about PSVR2 version, not the PCVR one, PSVR2, saying it's coming, and some people been saying that this game is fake and it's never gonna happen, and I say, ha, see, I told you so, I told you it's coming. So it's nearly here. If you like this type of games, and actually if you like the games on PSVR2 that got this higher quality PCVR kind of assets, you know, when they feel properly like they're using PS5 power, which this trailer shows me that this one does, then yeah, you might like that one as well. So like I said, I'm gonna try to do a playthrough or something of it on the channel, publish it for you in case you get lost or something. I don't know. It's worth just exploring by yourself. It's reminded me a lot of older adventure games, when, you know, what I played when I was younger, when I kind of had to work out stuff and it wasn't just happening straight away. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, very cool announcement for PSVR2. Definitely recommend this one. Also, what's pretty cool, it's brand new price for Green Hell VR on PlayStation VR2, MetaQuest and Steam VR. All of you getting it cheap, because now it's only costing $19.99. So very nice. But listen, that's not end of the news, because I've got something I really need to talk about here. We've got brand new deep dive for F1 2025. And I said at the beginning when it first got announced, I was like, not great, it just looks like previous F1 games, even though this one is only for this gen, finally, so they ditching the old gen, and I was thinking, I don't see much. Then they did the last deep dive, and I really liked it. It's here on the channel, or on their channel if you want to check it out. But today they posted brand new deep dive showing us even more stuff you can do. Also the graphic upgrades, the additions what they added. And this game went for me like from the game I would buy anyway, because I always buy them, so I would buy it, to the one that I really want to buy it and really want to play. So now I'm gonna shut up and let you watch this latest deep dive. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, and if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us, and enjoy this latest deep dive from F1.
Welcome to the second official gameplay deep dive for EA Sports F1 25. The 2025 season is well underway with new team lineups and rookie debuts aplenty. So join us as we explore the improvements to graphics, tracks, and brand new customization options in the most authentic representation of Formula One to date. F1 25 takes a big step forward when it comes to graphical fidelity. Not only do the tracks look better than ever, but we're also improving accuracy too, thanks to light detection and ranging scanning, also known as LiDAR. In Bahrain, Miami, Melbourne, Suzuka, and Imola, the entire circuits have been digitally scanned, generating millions of data points. This data is used for unprecedented accuracy when recreating tracks in-game, ensuring you feel every bump and change in elevation just like the real drivers. Throughout the game, tone mapping improvements create a more dramatic effect across all weather conditions. Off the asphalt, LiDAR has helped in making trees and foliage better match the size and shape of their real-life counterparts, with new additions such as cherry blossom added to Suzuka. On top of the improvements to lighting, shadows, and circuits overall, an emerging PC-exclusive innovation called path tracing is being introduced. If you have a PC capable of experiencing it, path tracing is the most realistic simulation of light on track that we've ever delivered. Moving on from tracks for now, we're delighted to introduce our brand new decal editor for F1 25. Liveries start with a base pattern that you'll be able to customize with sponsor decals. Each of these decals can be moved, rotated, and resized, with design variants unlockable throughout the game. Driver numbers are getting a visual overhaul too. New fonts and colours allow additional personality to shine through in your design when creating liveries for My Team and F1 World. In addition, sponsor liveries will debut in F1 25. These are base patterns for your car built around the visual identity of the many fictional title sponsors in the game. By using the decal editor to add more sponsor decals, you can create a car that wouldn't look out of place on the real-life grid. In this year's rebuilt My Team mode, these title sponsors affect income potential, having a knock-on effect to team size and spending. Building a relationship over time with a single sponsor can unlock additional rewards, including owner XP and new decal variants. After a multitude of exciting and unpredictable roster changes in the off-season, the 2025 calendar will no doubt continue to surprise us right through until the season finale in Abu Dhabi. With every driver and team represented in F1 25, including cover star Lewis Hamilton in Ferrari and 6 new rookies, you'll have plenty of choices when deciding who you want to take to the top of the standings. In a first for the official F1 games, you'll be able to experience some of your favourite circuits in a unique way. Race around Silverstone, Zandvoort, and the Red Bull Ring in a reverse track layout. Enjoy these once familiar circuits in Grand Prix, Time Trial, and Multiplayer, or add them to career modes from your second season onwards. Podium sequences have been reworked too. We've used VR cameras with more natural camera treatments for those celebrations to taste just that little bit sweeter. F1 World has had some exciting updates. First up is a brand new collaborative mode, Invitationals. These are special multiplayer events that open up throughout F1 World. Once you have one available, share access to the event with your friends and work together to complete the shared objective, earning rewards for doing so. We've also made some changes to promote teamwork and respectful racing. Through an updated Driver of the Day system, accomplishments such as cleanest driver and most overtakes will be highlighted. What will your reputation be? An upgraded audio experience throughout the game will bring you even closer to the action, both in and outside of the cockpit. Just like races in F1 24, qualifying now benefits from real-world driver dialogue over the radio, as well as drivers occasionally addressing race engineers too.
Okay, looks like you've escaped unscathed, so head down now, yeah? Let's go.
Let's go, babe. You're the best race engineer ever.
Depending on what happens on track, you may encounter some entirely new radio audio sequences, including voice lines for pole positions, flags, and those from team principals.
That is the first official pole since Austria. Well done, that was a mighty qualifying. Well done, mate.
We've more than doubled our pool of real driver voice lines since F1 24, so be sure to keep an ear out for some familiar voices.
I had to back off last corner on them.
Speaking of which, Naomi Schiff has joined our roster of experts who feature throughout the game.
Yes, and it's so unfortunate to see because we know that a driver's job, their first job, is to beat their teammate. And in this case, they're not even matching them.
Her talent adds to the largest number of commentary and cutscene voiceovers to date, helping to make every race weekend feel just like a real-life broadcast.
The man from Monaco is celebrating once more. A sensational drive being rewarded for Charles Leclerc.
Thanks to NVIDIA audio-to-face technology, we've been able to deliver more extensive facial animations in F1 25.
Look, Max has been world champion for the last 3 seasons and he's looking like he'll make it a 4th. He's the best in the world right now.
From career to breaking point, the reintroduced press interviews now capture drivers delivering their responses in a more authentic fashion, with this technology also extending to facility heads in my team.
Hello, Mathis, head of your engineering facility. Let's discuss where we think we are in terms of car performance.
So there you have it, from industry-leading graphical technologies to new ways to race some of the world's most iconic F1 circuits, EA Sports F1 25 promises to be our most definitive Formula 1 experience yet. Be sure to follow @EA Sports F1 for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.